Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back, and thank you so much for returning. Now, I know one of you had a hard time hearing me. I'm sorry. I don't know. I need a speakerphone, but it's not in my budget yet. Okay. So I haven't gotten one. However, until I do, you can go and turn on your captions, okay, on your little settings thing for YouTube, all right? And you can read what I say. If worst comes to worst, that's all I can do right now. I apologize. Okay. Now let's see what's going on for my viewers. Alright, Spirit. Alright, Holy Spirit. I ask that you please protect me, my viewers, and our families, and our assets from any negative energy, any negative comments, evil eyes, curses, hexes, voodoo, anything of the dark. I ask that you block them from harming us in any kind of way, shape, or form. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Alright, Holy Spirit, show the cards my viewers need to see. Show the cards my viewers need to see. Alright, so somebody's overspending, wedding, sweet, overindulgent. Okay. Ooh. Everything just popping. Everything just popping out today. All right. So I'm seeing here that someone in your energy, it looks like somebody was dealing with a married person here. Okay, no judgment. Everything happens for a reason. Okay. So it looks like one or both parties were married. Okay. Or one party at least was. Okay. I felt one was being truthful and the other one wasn't. I feel the masculine energy was not being truthful and the feminine energy was. Mind you, it's energy, okay? So again, there's no sex in these readings, because a female and a male both have masculine and feminine energies within them. So it can be any sex, okay? And it could also be the same sex, okay? So take it how it resonates for you. It's energy, okay? Just a reminder. And also, you know, it may or may not resonate with you, my visions and what I'm seeing here, okay, in my cards. There is a lot of energy. This is general reading, okay? So I do see a lot of different things. And some things just don't make any fucking sense, but that's my visions. That's what Spirit's showing me. It's up to you. You know, if it fits, it fits. If it don't, it don't. Okay, so don't take it to heart. Don't take it personal. And don't make any life decisions on my readings or anyone's readings, okay? Because all card readings are done by energy. And energy is fluid. And it can change within a few minutes, okay? Yeah, so make sure you're using your own intuition and not someone else's. You understand? Okay. All right. So somebody was dealing with a married person, okay? It was either you were married, you were both married, one of you at least were married, okay? Or both of you. Take it how it resonates. Anyway, it looks like here you were madly in love, or the cross watcher was madly in love with the mistress or the guy. I don't know. I don't like to say mistress, but it is what it is, okay? I don't know what you call a guy who's in this type of situation, right? So, but they were both in, if they were both married, they were both in miserable relationships with karmics, okay? And they were unhappy. There was no give and take. The relationships on both ends were one-sided. However, the person you were dealing with, okay, the person that you were dealing with, they were very one-sided, very selfish, okay, and a huge liar. This person didn't tell you they were married. This person may have not even told you they had children, okay? And for some, they could have had up to 3 children, okay? Or more or less, okay? But I'm seeing 3 children. The eldest would have had, for somebody, the eldest of their children, the eldest son, would have their father's name, the guy that you were cheating with, okay? Or the female, whatever. Take it how it resonates. So what happened here, this person was they could have been a Libra, but don't have to be. It's just, I'm feeling like a Libra energy. And I know Librans very well, okay? And the ones that are toxic or can be toxic, okay, are unhealed, okay? They can tend to be very good liars too. Any sign can be, okay? Any sign can be. But Aquariuses are terrible at lying. I don't know, maybe because I'm a Gemini and I can see through everybody. I don't know. And I'm very intuitive and psychic. But besides that, I've been told that Gemini signs are usually really, really, and Pisces are usually really, really intuitive with things like that. Liars, I don't know. Like I said, signs don't really mean anything. It's because a sign, is a sign, but when we deal with things in life, our character changes, right? So our signs are not legit exactly what it says about the sign, because you go through experiences and traumas in your life, right? And heartache and all that. And so sometimes our energy can be any sign, okay, after going through lessons and stuff, right? So this is just an energy, okay? But I'm feeling an energy of Libran, okay? I'm feeling an energy of Gemini. I'm feeling an energy of Aquarius, okay? They don't have to be, nobody has to be those signs. It's just an energy. It's the energy around them or you, okay? So basically, I'm seeing that they lied to you. They told you they weren't married. They told you they didn't have children, or maybe they only had one child, and they're gonna tell you about the child that has their name only, not the other ones. Because for somebody, they have a child who is autistic or Down syndrome, something like that. Okay, some kind of need, a special, what do you call it? Just a special need, okay? Something minor, no big deal. Anyway, but because they're so full of shit and full of ego and too prideful, okay, they don't even acknowledge the other children. They don't acknowledge females because they feel that females are weak. They don't acknowledge a child that has any kind of special need because they're egotistical, arrogant, And that's the real them. They don't show you the real them until they're angry with you. And they get angry with you when things don't go their way, or you find out or tell them about a truth of themselves. They can't handle that, okay? And their anger is pretty much like a 2-year-old having a temper tantrum. They might throw shit and scream. Oh my God. And if they do that to another air sign like a Gemini, they're really screwed. Because, Gemini, a Gemini is going to look at them like, okay, are you done yet? Are you done? Are you done? Having your 2-year-old little tantrum. Now get out of my car and go shave your back. Like, get out of here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, this is for some of you. Not all of you have this, 2-year-old tantrum type of person you were dealing with. They're not man enough, woman enough, okay? They came with some lying bullshit. If it was a woman that was lying, okay, then she lied about being married. She lied about having children, and when you found out about that, she probably had told you, oh no, I was just protecting my kids. I didn't want anybody to know about my kids because I feel like I have to protect my kids. That's the excuse. She's full of shit, okay? And it is what it is. But anyway, one of you's had the intent of actually building a relationship with this person while you were still married, okay? Because money was tight, you weren't able to hold down your fort with just one income of your own, okay? You could have been a caregiver, you could have been, I feel like the person who was loyal and truthful could have had a job that you took care of either children, pets, or adults. But don't have to be. It's just a really nurturing energy, okay? Or it's just your motherly or fatherly energy of being nurturing, okay? I feel like this person really liked you, really hurt you, really gave you some deep scars here. They strung you along to believe that you were their everything, that, they loved you, that, they want to be with you forever and ever. And the whole fairy tale shit that, people want to hear, right? They told you everything that you wanted to hear. And they're nothing but a shit bag, okay? They're a whole bag of shit. So, and everything they say is full of shit. So I'm seeing here this person, they could have used you for money. They could have used you to spend your money on them, such as, getting hotel rooms, for hookups, okay, gas money, making you travel towards them if they were far, maybe actually having you spend money on them for food-wise, whatever it is. And this person made good money. They made good money, but they're very stingy and greedy. And they, didn't want to share anything with you, and they didn't want to share energy with you at all. They looked at you as a, someone to have a good time with and not to get serious with, okay? Because they were married and they want to stay married, but they want to have their outside outside options, okay, that they want to mess around with. And you was one of them. Unfortunately, you were a victim to this person. And I'm going to say victim to this person because for some of you, you're in a really terrible, abusive relationship, okay? Mentally, physically, you were drained of energy. Some of you were abused to the point of psychological with your marriage at home, where the person person that you were married to was very abusive, didn't appreciate you, didn't love on you, didn't show you any kind of care or affection, no validations. They were very selfish and stingy. Could have been stingy with money. Um, they could have, you know, emotionally abusive to you, call you names, make you feel like shit. Every time you try to pick yourself up, they knock you down, or they knock you down and then pick you back up to knock you down again. It's a narcissistic energy that you were married to. I don't blame you, okay? I don't blame you. Everybody needs love, affection. We're human, okay? All humans need that. So there's no judgment here, all right? I understand. So the thing is, you weren't getting what you deserve here in this marriage. You might have lived in a home or family members that were very religious and strict to staying married. That divorce, you just don't do it, okay? It's forbidden. You're stuck forever with the person that you marry. Some of you got pregnant before you got married and were forced to marry, whatever the situation or whatever it was, okay? This wasn't the person that you're gonna die with. This isn't the person you're gonna grow old and happy with, okay? They're not supposed to be. This was person that you were supposed to learn lessons with, okay? And you did. You learned a lot of lessons between two people here, two karmics now. You still had love for the both of them, but you're just so drawn out and tired of this whole situation between gambling between two people here. You just wanted to settle with the one that you thought was going to give you your 9, 10 of cups, okay, your wish fulfillment. Well, they didn't. They're nothing but a bullshit artist, okay? They strung you along. Some of you even got a tattoo of their name on your body. hmm I'm seeing like initials of the person that you were with, okay? Anyway, how they treated you though, because you gotta remember you were the side person. You were the person they were dealing with that they weren't married to. They were already married. So I'm just gonna call it a mistress. Don't take it offensive to it. I don't know what else to call it, okay? Or the girlfriend. Let's call it the girlfriend. So you're the girlfriend, okay? I know people get very sensitive when you say mistress. I get it, okay? I get it. And don't get mad at me in the comments. It's just, it is what it is. But I'll call it a girlfriend for the ones who are sensitive about that, okay? The girlfriend. So anyway, the girlfriend, or the boyfriend, all right? The girlfriend got really tired here, or the boyfriend, all right, to this person who was a narcissistic. But the thing was, they were married to a narcissist, and they were cheating with another narcissist. But they didn't know, okay, you didn't know that the person that you were cheating with here was a narcissist because they didn't show it. They hid it very well. But at home, to their wife or their husband, they were a narcissist to them and the children, okay? They were very greedy with money, very controlling, abusive, emotionally. Sometimes, for some, they were even physically abusive, okay? But I feel more this person was more psychologically abusive here. They have a hot temper. They carry a lot of nude pictures in their phone from other women besides yourself, if you ever gave them any. They come from a broken family. They could have lost their parents a lot younger, and was raised by karmic family members like sisters or brothers, okay? They came from a place of struggle. They came from a different place, and it was a place of struggle growing up. So this person is very much egotistical. They're very money focused, okay? They feel like money is what gives them power. So if they run short of money, then they have no power. Their worth is in that money. And that's what they truly believe, that people's worth is on how much they make. Okay? I know it's terrible. But they're very insecure people. They want to be something that they don't have any business being. Okay? They're very cocky, like really cocky. Some of them can have like that, I'm sorry if you like Trump and all, but you know how he makes that stupid smirk all the time that you just want to punch him in the face type of smirk, that kind of smirk. Yeah. Like I know it all, and very arrogant and vain. Yeah. So I feel a lot of that too with this person. I'm sorry that I have to bring that up, but that's the only face I can think of that makes like that lemon, that bitter, salty, self-righteous look all the time that you just want to slap the shit out of the person that looks like that. I hate that. I hate that look. And that's what came in my vision. So I do apologize if you like that man, okay? But it is what it is. So, I feel like you've been dealing with this person for over a year, maybe even 3 to 5 years, okay, for some of you, or longer, okay? You really, really, really had it bad for this person, but you didn't realize your self-worth at the time, okay? I feel like you were, in a low vibrational state. And now, when I say low vibrational, I am not saying that you were less than. I'm not saying that you were, crap or anything like that. No. What I'm saying is you didn't know your self-worth, okay? You didn't know your self-worth. You weren't awakened at the time. You weren't working on yourself. I feel like you were putting your everything into this person more than yourself. You're making them a priority instead of yourself, okay? And it's okay to admit that. To start healing from this, you have to admit it. You did. You did your all for this person. You gave them all your heart, your soul if you could. You gave them everything, okay? And they were in this devil energy of just take, and gave you shit. They didn't give you absolutely nothing. They didn't even give you, anything, just nothing. No, all broken promises here. You had nothing here with this person that was legit, okay? This person made you crazy, okay? They lied so much. Like, you could have found out already on your own that they were married, and they kept denying it, lying about it, the whole nine, and you were just getting so built up with frustration here, and you just held it in, and then you just exploded on this person, and finally you were just like, look, I'm done with your ass, okay? You need to go. Bye, Felicia. We're done. But it took a long time for you to do that, and it took you loving on yourself, fixing and healing you. Loving you is what, got you to this point of you had enough. Enough is enough. But I do see that there was a lot of red flags throughout this whole entire relationship or situationship, okay? There were so many red flags, but you had these rose-colored glasses, and you thought that, if I just marry this person, if they just give me a commitment, or if they just promise me that they're going to be with me forever, if we, whatever, in your head, then things would be different. But it's not, because they were never intentionally going to leave their spouse for you. They never did. That was never, ever, ever in their mind, ever. One of the reasons why that would never be is because, again, this person's very egotistical. They just want to have a good time. Everything's about money with this person. So if you weren't making, close to the money that they made, or if you didn't have the ideal profession, like a job that they thought was important as theirs, or something like that. It has something to do with money here. They don't want to deal with people who don't have money. They don't want to deal with people who don't have a really good job in their mind, because they don't want to have to support anybody other than themselves. So they're very greedy. So they want to take from people. They don't want to give to people. You understand? Your profession has absolutely nothing to do with this situation. This is just a narcissistic jerk, okay? Your profession, a lot of you are meant to do it, okay? Especially if you're a caregiver, that is your ideal job. That's what you're meant to do here, okay? That is your purpose in life for a lot of you. Not all of you, but it's a purpose in life for a lot of people, to be a caregiver and not to be, a lawyer, doctor, or whatever. Not everybody is made for that, okay? And that's okay, because caregivers are extremely important, you know what I mean? Extremely important. And they should get paid a lot more than what they are, because it's, they do all the dirty work, they get all the drama. I mean, the caregiver, they go through so much with people. It's all hands-on. So I give them a lot of credit, because I've been there myself. And I'm always caring for people even today. So I know how that is. But they're unappreciated, and they should get a lot more appreciation than what they get. So, and it's like everything this person gave you was just fake, no emotional support. Like, this is the type of person that you would want to talk about things with them, and anything that bothered you, just be open with them. And it's like, okay, they would listen to you for 5 minutes and then cut you off and then get right into sex. That was your red flag. Okay, they're so focused about sex because they have to be home to that wife or that husband by a certain time, because they're lying to their spouse that they're working overtime, okay, and they have to go to their home to that wife or husband just like they finished work. Meaning, if they were a plumber, if they had a job that was like construction, or if they had a job like something to do with like being an electrician, or any kind of job they had that made them dirty, like dirty and stinky, like if they had to go in dirty places to fix things or something, they would legit have to go back to their wife or husband dirty like that. Because if they took a shower before having sex with you, and they smell good and clean, then their wife at home or husband at home would know they've been out and, skirting around with somebody else. It would be a telltale. So, I feel in the beginning this person was clean. For some of you, they were clean in the beginning. But then when they started hanging out with you more and hanging out with other options more, okay, well, I feel like the other options and stuff besides yourself, they don't want to deal with somebody that stinks and is dirty from work, okay? And so they figured out, well, I have to be clean in order to get ass, you know what I mean? To get their fix. So they were cleaning up, okay, and all that. But then going home to their husband or wife, and they were suspicious, like, well, why are you so clean? Why do you smell so good if you're just at work? Normally you don't smell like this or look like this, right? And they were fighting, like they were constantly fighting about that, them and their spouse, okay? So I feel like towards the end, or even before towards the end, like after they met you, like a weeks or months down the line, they started trying to be with you without taking a shower first. If they had a job that made them dirty, they had to stay dirty, okay? I'm seeing that. Somebody had to stay dirty to go home to their spouse, so they don't think that their spouse was clean and cheating on them, okay? Because this spouse would threaten divorce, this spouse would threaten taking the children away and moving away from them. There was a lot of shouting, a lot of emotional abuse in this relationship, and psychological abuse here. Their spouse could have been, I see an age gap, so their spouse could have been a lot older than them, okay? But again, they were with them because of benefits. They benefit something from this person, whether it was money. I'm feeling like money and assets that they owned would help this person get through life easier, okay? And that's why they stay with their spouse without this connection. They don't have a love connection, really. Everything was about what you can give me and what you have and what keeps coming into my pocket. And I'm also seeing that their spouse's family didn't like them at all, even from the start. So there's a lot of conflict between this person that you were dealing with, plus their in-laws, okay? They don't like each other. And then their family don't like their wife or husband, and they don't like each other. It's like conflict all over the place here. Always conflict, or people always telling them, oh, when you're going to get divorced because they're a crumb. See, I told you they're going to be a crumb, but you don't listen to me, I'm hearing. Now look what you're dealing with. You have all these children with them, and all they do is breadcrumb you and cause you a bunch of suffering and pain. And that could have all been avoided if you just ignored your heart and used your brain for once, is what I'm hearing from someone's father. Or even mother. Okay, or even both. And it could have been just a mother figure, father figure, family member, friend, whatever, that was telling them this. Like, see? I told you they were no good. See? Why can't you ever fucking listen to me? You're so stubborn. You know, like having like these stupid arguments. And it's about money and security. And yeah, for this person, it was about money and their assets, you know? Their self-worth, like I said, their self-worth is how much money they make, or a person makes. Most of them were Republicans here. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with that, per se, but I don't know. For some reason, I'm seeing Republican. I don't know why. Yeah. Oh, and this person, in particular, for many, okay, this person could be like a different race or a different religion and try to be something that they're not. So if anything political makes a lot of money, for instance, like say a person is Jewish, they hang out with a lot of people that are Jewish, and they have like a lot of money, they have a lot of assets, they have a lot of power, right? Not because of their religion, but they know how to spend their money, they know how to save their money, they're good with money, right? They're blessed with that. So if it's religious, it's like, and they know that a certain religion makes a lot of money like that, they want to become that. So they'll pretend to be a Jewish person or something. This is just an example, you know what I mean? And the reason why I use that as an example, because I actually seen that before. So, like, okay, well, you want to be Jewish today, and then tomorrow you want to be like, something else, and it's all good, whatever makes you happy. I had a client like that. Like, well, this one makes more money, they're like really, I don't know. I feel something like that, like, so, they could have been born a Christian or a Catholic or just spiritual, and then they decide to go gravitate to like that Scientology, whatever that thing is called, where everything is like science-based or something. I don't know much about it, okay, but it was just an example, like, because they know that they're about money, and very political with money, they gravitate to something like that. You know what I mean? So they'll change just for money. You know, that's the whole point here. They'll change for money. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to focus here on the vision. So there was a tower here that happened, and the tower here was like, it was just, Spirit was so tired, sick and tired of your freaking, of your, you know, what do they call that now? Oblivious mind here. They get so sick and tired of you looking through these rose-colored glasses and not doing shit about. You see a lot of the red flags. Spirit knows you've seen them, but you chose to ignore them. So it was stronger and stronger. These red flags were made stronger and stronger on purpose so that you can get sick of this person and leave them. Take the lessons that you learned, apply the lessons that you learn, and, you know, say bye, Felicia, to this stupid person, okay, that was using and abusing you. But you're just very stubborn because, and I don't blame you, because it's like you have a really strong, loving heart, okay, you do. You have a very loving heart here, but it's like this person didn't deserve not even an ounce of it. Okay, neither of them, not your husband or your wife or this person that you were skirting around with, building a relationship with that in your mind, but to them there was no relationship, it was just sexual. And it was very heartbreaking when that truth came out. Now, the truth could have came out where you told this person, listen, why don't you just leave your wife and I'll leave my husband, or vice versa, okay? And we get together and build a life together with our kids if they have them or you have them. You know, why not? And this person, for some of you, this person told you flat out that they're never gonna leave their person for you because there's just too many things attached to their names and this marriage, and they don't want to split that. Like I said, that was your red flag. They do not want to lose out on any assets, money, anything materialistic. They don't want to miss out on. And they use this person that they're with, their spouse, for these assets, a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them, okay? And if it's not assets that they take from this person, the spouse, then it's other things, okay? There's other things. Maybe this person comes from money. Their spouse maybe come from money. Maybe for some of them, it's their name or it's their reputation, yeah? Some reputation, you know, when you have a reputation, you know a lot of people know you as a married couple. You get invested with a lot of opportunities because of them. You know, a lot of things come from that, right? So they just never intentionally ever meant to go any further with you other than a sexual based relationship, okay? And I'm sorry that this happened to you because it really sucks, but it happens to a lot of people every single day. You might feel stupid, but don't, because it's lessons that, you know, a lot of people go through. You know, and when you come from a broken place, a place with no love, a place with you feel unvalued, okay? We end up in places like this, in places where we think it's gonna be better for us, we're gonna feel better. We want better, right? We want to be treated well, and we want to be loved, and we want to be fulfilled from other people, right? And that in our mind tells us that we have to be fulfilled with other people, right? The need. But the truth is, you're never going to find that in other people. you're only going to find it in yourself. And you need to heal yourself and love yourself to the point you need nobody but yourself. You understand? I know that's really hard to do, and it takes a lot of time, patience, and practice, because this doesn't happen overnight. And you have to be, you have to be patient with yourself, okay? One day at a time. This doesn't happen overnight, okay? You've had many years of trauma. You've been having a lot of years of, low vibrational relationships, one-sided ones, a lot of red flags, you know what I mean? A lot of karmic stuff around you. And you could have grown up that way. Your parents could have a shit relationship, okay? You learned from that for some of you. Or, maybe family members were all broken around you with their relationships, and that's why you gravitate to that. Sometimes we're traumatized with abuse, right? Physical abuse, sexual abuse. And that's like an umbilical cord, okay, that can't ever really be cut. Yes, you can forgive the person, you can forgive the situation, but you'll never forget that this person hurt you in any kind of way. You can't forget that. You know what I mean? It never goes away. It's just stored there in your memories because it affected you. You know what I mean? So, and it takes a lot of time. It's just accepting that it happened and accepting it. It happened. It hurt like hell. It was awful, traumatic, whatever. But okay, I'm going to put it behind me now. It happened, but I'm not going to let it, control my life. Okay, I deserve happiness. I'm going to have happiness. I deserve it. And I'm going to have it. So you have to have that, change your mental perspective here. Change your perspective on things. And again, that takes time and patience also to do. Nothing is overnight. Nothing happens overnight. You're not broken because of any of this. You're not. You were just trying to get fulfillment from people because you didn't know how to get it from yourself, okay? And that's all right, okay? We're learning. Everybody's learning, and it's okay. It's a journey. So don't break yourself apart. Don't let people who know about this situation break you apart. Don't let them make you feel guilty, okay? Because if they are, most likely they're karmic themselves and they're miserable and they want you to feel miserable because it'll make them feel happy because they're assholes, okay? So fuck them all. Anybody who tells you different, just fuck them all and just concentrate on what you need to do for yourself to heal yourself. You might have to cut off a lot of people who know about this situation. Let them go. They serve you no purpose. Let them go. Cut them the fuck off. And move on, okay? Just move on. All we can do is learn our lessons and move on. So, after leaving this person, I can see it was very painful breakup. A big tower happened. You were flooded with emotions here. Like, it was like your head was barely making it out of the water. Like you were drowning with emotion. It was like, you felt you were gonna die at one point, like with all the truth that came out at one time. And the truth all came out like that, spilled out just the way it did for some of you, because Spirit was just fucking tired of your rose-colored glasses. He's like, I gotta break that shit because he ain't seeing nothing. And they can be, and that, and that truth, when Spirit comes in and slaps you in the face with the truth, that shit is so raw and so painful, it burns. You know what I mean? It can burn. It is for our own good, but it hurts like hell. It hurts like hell. It really does. And I felt like for some of you, this really burned a hole. Like it caused like a permanent scar for some of you. What all the stuff that was revealed to you. But it had to happen. It had to happen so you can move on and be abundant. So you can put all that love, put yourself as a priority, and love on yourself, okay? And it's all about you and your self-worth here. Why wouldn't you love yourself? It's not hard. It's just in your mind of fear. You have fear in there that you need to take away, okay? That fear that you have is what holds us back. And we all have it. We all have fear. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. We all got it. And that's what holds us back, right? It also, sometimes fear does help us, see things, red flags. But you have to know with your intuition what is the red flag and what is just the fear that you need to get rid of. You know what I mean? So there's a fine line there. You gotta figure it out. But that's all about meditating and learning yourself and your self-value, your interests, what you're about. It's about learning you. And being by yourself might be really good for you right now. And maybe some of you were by yourself and healing and figuring out what you want and don't want in life. Okay? So you pretty much, told this person, let go take a hike, fuck off. You're a wolf in sheep skin here. And I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it. You see that wolf in his jacket? Yeah, that's what you were dealing with. That's the real person that you were dealing with. And here's your finger like, boy, bye. Bye. Goodbye. There's the exit. Fuck off. We don't want you. You're nasty and dirty anyway. And you smell bad. Go to your wife that way. Okay, poor thing. The wife had a lot of trauma too. She was going through a lot of shit. And she stayed with this person because she was brainwashed. This person brainwashed made this person codependent, made her feel unvalued, unloved. The way you were feeling with your husband or your wife, right? It's exactly how the person you were cheating with was treating their spouse. So you and their spouse are like we're in the same boat, okay? Just with different people. So your person, okay, that you were married to could have been cheating on you with another man or another woman. And you might have known it, you might have not known it, okay? But they were treating them, differently than they were treating you because it was all sex-based. The same with this person, okay? They would go home after being with you and treating this other person badly, After being with you, I see that a lot too. Like a lot of arguments and fighting. Yeah, it was just really toxic environment there between both parties. But you were truthful to this person, okay? That's the thing. You were truthful to this person you were having an affair with. You told them that you were married. You told them you had children. You might have even showed them where you lived. Some of you were just an open book like that. Like, you can trust me. I'm not lying to you. But this person was complete opposite. And they know it. They know it. So I see this person got divorced finally. After years of this abuse. They could have been married to a school teacher. Okay, or they were around a lot of children. Maybe they work with children. The person you were cheating with, their wife or husband. They're very nurturing with children, I'm seeing. Somebody was very nurturing with children and older people and very religious, okay? Or they're all separate people. One could have been really good with children, another one with elderly, another one religious. Take it how it resonates. Maybe they could have everything in them. I don't know. I'm seeing a little bit of everything, okay? Anyway, they got the courage from other people. They got the encouragement here to leave this spouse, to get divorced. If they were involved with the church helped them get divorced. Helped them out a lot. Gave them the skills, the knowledge, how to do whatever they needed. All the advice. They took advice from the church, a pastor, a priest, or something. There was a lot going on here. So there was a lot of people involved in this divorce. And this divorce got nasty. So basically they had to, and I'm also seeing they were in a lot of debt here. A lot of money was lost here. A lot of money was lost here. See? Yeah, a lot of money was lost here. So this person, they might have told you, oh, you don't make enough money. Oh, I'm not attracted to that. Like, how do you even live and joke and laugh about your income, how much you make? If they saw a pay stub or something, whatever. But the whole time while they're telling you this, because they have egotistical problems and insecurities, yes, they made a decent amount of money, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them. But they had nothing to show off. They were going through a bankruptcy, I'm seeing for a lot of them. They were spending more money than they were bringing home. Okay, they were spending so much money. This person might have enjoyed electronical things, cars, motorcycles, some of them motorcycles and cars, trucks. I'm seeing a black truck. I'm seeing a Hummer for somebody. I'm seeing a motorcycles. Anyway, and I'm also seeing computer stuff, electronical things, devices. Maybe this person's electronical savvy, and they could have a thing about electronic stuff. Maybe they're a gamer. I don't know. Like, it could be anything. They're into little mechanical digits, whatever. I'm seeing, stuff like that. I also see if it's a woman, they might be spending a lot of money on clothing. They don't like to cook. They don't like to clean. They hire people for that. They're very egotistical now. So if it's a woman, and they're very if they have that masculine energy, if it's a woman, best believe she has people cleaning her house. She spends a lot of money on clothing, getting her nails done, her hair did, whatever. She does the most, okay? A lot of spending here. So it depends who it is a big spender. Spends lots of money on junk they don't need. It's an obsession, okay? Of shopping here, and too much money going out and not enough money coming in. So they could have had a big beautiful house in an expensive neighborhood. They lost it even before they got divorced. It was already they couldn't afford the mortgage on this house because of their spending and everything. So they had to get rid of the house even before the divorce. They had to sell it, and they went separate ways and then got divorced, I'm seeing, for most people. But take it how it resonates. This is not for everyone. They couldn't afford the house. It's a big, beautiful home. For some of you, this person, I'm getting for someone here, the person they were cheating with was obsessed with Christmas for some reason. Something happened during Christmas time for them, like as a child, where they just love and get overjoyed on that special day. Like, that's like the one thing they absolutely adore for a holiday is Christmas. And they could have even painted their house red and green, like a forest green and a dark red, like a Christmas house. I'm getting that. I'm actually physically seeing that. And it's in it could be like a dead-end street or just a quiet neighborhood. This person loves Christmas, so they might still have shit outside that's from Christmas in the summertime. I don't know. They might spend a lot of money for decorations on Christmas. They love Christmas. It's somebody's. It's not everybody. Yeah, so I'm also seeing here that the children were really much so affected on the person you were having an affair with. They were very much so affected because of the cheating, because of the yelling and the screaming from both parties here in the household. A lot of the children might despise the person that was cheating on their parent here. A lot of confrontation here. Just a lot of hurt, untrustworthy feelings here. Like these kids don't trust a certain parent that was cheating. Now, the person that was lying to you, that was married, their spouse is very religious for some of you, and they were very loyal to their person. They didn't cheat. Okay, they were just stuck in this nasty, nasty, narcissistic marriage, but with no love. Okay, and they were loyal, still loyal to this person, even though they were being cheated on and treated really poorly. Okay. So anyway, when you left this person, it's like a tower fell here on this person big time. They lost a lot. They lost money. They lost, their health went down. Okay. I feel like their health was declining towards the end of this relationship or situationship with you and them. You could have noticed that their health was already declining. Okay. That's their karma here. It's their karma for treating you the way they were, plus treating their spouse the way they were. It was causing them bad health. Okay, so they do have bad health. Somebody here they now had like a heart attack. Some of them had a stroke. Some of them have really high blood pressure. Gained a lot of weight, lost a lot of weight. It's just like all different types of medical conditions I'm seeing ever since this situationship started going sour. Their health has been declining. And then when you left for good, that's when the health really declined on this person. It may have caused death for some of them, and it may have caused just really, really bad health, and they lost money because they're no longer able to do the job that they used to do. They might be on disabilities now, collecting that blue check or whatever you want to call it, because it's part of their karma with being so materialistic, money hungry, judging people because of money, and even themselves, and over empowerment here with money. Okay, that they never even fucking had. They just wanted to look like they have money, but they really don't. They don't, because everything, all the money was going out of the house before it even hit the door. It barely got inside their account, and it's already taken out by the bank. You know what I mean? I'm seeing that. But this person didn't have money. Okay. But they want somebody with money so they can keep that gambling addiction, if they have a gambling addiction. For some of them, they do. They needed somebody with money so that they can keep spending theirs and yours, Yeah, so stay away from this person. They're no good. Well, I feel like most of you already broke up with this person. And you got abundance from it. Okay, you got your peace of mind. You moved on. You have good health, and they have bad health, That's part of their karma. Let's see what other messages I can get here on what's the tea. What other messages can you give to my viewers, Spirit? What messages can you give to my viewers here? What other messages can you give to my viewers here? Thief. Yeah, so I feel like they did steal from you. They stole your heart. They stole your energy, your time. They stole a lot from you. A lot of emotions here. They could have stole money from you. Like I said, they never spent a dime on you, and they were looking for you, knowing that you don't get paid much or whatever. But you were better in your money than they ever could be. They're the ones that were broke. So even though you didn't make much money, for the ones who didn't make much money here, you're always blessed. God always gives you what you need. You're never without, because you believe in God, or You believe in the divine, okay? Whatever you believe in, okay? I believe in God, but um, you're blessed in that way where as long as you keep giving, to people, helping people, whatever that you're meant to do, you'll always be blessed. You're always a very selfless person, so, God favors that. You know what I mean? God favors that. And I don't care, whatever you believe in, but like I said, I believe in God, so that's what I talk about when it comes to blessings here in my readings, okay? Whatever you believe in, okay? It's always going to be God for me, I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry, because I believe in God, so it is what it is. You'll never be with a loss here besides this person that's really not a loss, but a gain. Because, Spirit did you a great favor by getting rid of this person, and you know it. You had enough. And, Spirit gave you the strength here to move on from this person. And you did, because, Spirit reminded you every single day of what this person took from you, of what this person didn't give you, of what this person put you as an option here and not a priority. And reminded you about your value over theirs, okay? That's really important. And, you had to learn those lessons like everybody else in the world. We're here to learn, right? And that's wonderful. And now that they're gone, it's like you feel free. You freed yourself. You're happy. You're abundant. And abundant doesn't always mean it's about income, okay? Abundant is love. Abundant is freedom. Abundant is peace. Abundant can be in a lot of different forms, okay? But you celebrated, like I feel like you celebrated this loss. It's not really a loss, but a gain. Getting rid of this person, like, unblocked a lot of things for you to come in. A lot of opportunities, money, love, peace, gratitude, all of that. Just by getting rid of this jerk, that refused to change. And I really do feel like they're sitting there thinking about all the stupid shit they done to you and how much they regret it. Because, they regret what they did to you. They regret what they did to their family and broke it up. It was all them. Because they were careless. You see? They might have lost their car. Maybe they had, like, I said a Hummer. I saw that black Hummer and motorcycles. Maybe they didn't have it paid off yet. They couldn't afford it. And so the repo, or they could be having car issues they can't repair because they're not making the same money like they used to be. But they made the same money, but they spend it like crazy. So I feel like this person, like it says here, inside scoop, a closer look, nosy up in your business. This person is looking for you. You might have, I feel like some of you moved out of state away from this person, not because of them so much, but maybe you had a job opportunity, maybe, you had to go take care of a family member, but it was Spirit actually moving you away from this person because they were not in their right mind, okay? After they had this divorce, they were sitting there trying to blame somebody for their divorce, and they wanted to really blame you for everything. Because at the time when they were going through this, they wanted to blame you for their bullshit, okay? For their way, But you were nowhere to be found, so they couldn't blame you and feel better. Spirit had them sitting in like a mental prison here. But they keep snooping around, looking at your Facebook. If they have your Facebook stuff, they'll be snooping around to see if you married someone else or in a different relationship, how things are going for you. If you're happy, if you moved on, and you did, and they're seeing you happy with this champagne here. They see you, totally opposite of what they are, and you have your car. Maybe you even have a newer car than them at this point. That's all paid for, and you don't have to give it back to repo like they did. But they're a broke ass. They're broke as hell. You know, they're very broke. It says right here, broke ass. They have bad habits. They have like addictions here, whether it's to drinking. It could be drinking, it could be food, it could be anything, you know. And they're a grudge holder. So they hold grudges, you know. But they don't hold themselves accountability. And that's what they're looking for, is holding you accountable for their mistakes. You know what I mean? They're a bunch of idiots. And again, they're the ego. They're full of ego, hurt ego, ego getting in the way of relationship, etc. So they had a lot of ego that had to be killed. They had to go through an ego death here. It was very much needed, this ego death. Fake flexing. They act rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off. Yep, that's what I was getting with them. You know, they act like they have a lot of money, they make a lot of money. I don't think or feel that they make much money like that. Like, they're not millionaires like they talk themselves to be. You know, they just want to act like that because it's power. To them, it's power. Hustling, making it rain, focus on money and getting it. Yeah, because they're broke, so they're losing money, so they're really hustling here. They have to hustle now to get that money. Like I said, they had a bad health, right? A lot of bad health. So some of them weren't able to stay working at their job. They had to take a pay cut and do something else, you know? Cyberbully, you are being bullied online, or they are. They suffered from it. So some kind of cyberbullying. Sometimes, you know, this person, for some people, this person could be using a different name, a different account, and bullying you on social media, like YouTube if you have a platform, or, you know, anything. They could be bullying you, cyberbully. And you're just unbothered here. You're like, you know, fuck you. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. You don't affect me at all. I'm happy. I'm good. You know, and that's what I get here. You're unbothered. You're happy. Things are moving forward for you. You've learned your lessons. You're applying them now in your life. And if you choose to be with someone else, you know what to look for. You know to make yourself a priority. Leave, you know, don't love on them as much as you love yourself. You know what I mean? You always come first, you know? So anyway, that's what I have for you all today. I hope this helps someone out. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. It helps me put out more content for you all for free. Alright, and I love you all very much, and I wish you all the best day ever. Enjoy the sun. It's beautiful outside. And I will talk to you later. Bye.